I'm thinking, you don't have a clue.
Both a pair of losers. All the Paul family.
According to the Nigeria police, according to the information we are getting, that driver will be charged for reckless driving.
Anthony Joshua has finally spoken after his shocking car accident on the Joe Rogan podcast. He revealed that his car brakes suddenly failed, causing a terrible crash that took the lives of two of his closest friends. AJ said he is confused, broken, and still does not know who was responsible, but the mental and emotional damage has been very heavy on him.
Because at different stages of your life, you're allowed to evolve. True.
After returning home from the hospital, Joshua opened up about how deeply he is suffering. He feels exhausted, angry, and emotionally drained, explaining that the pain is not only physical but also mental as he struggles to accept the sudden loss of his friends.
That stage in my life, just F everyone. Yeah. I'm just tired. I've been through a lot.
More details of the crash have come out, and AJ confirmed again that brake failure caused the disaster. This has raised serious questions, with many people wondering if the car was sabotaged, adding even more stress to his already fragile mental state.
Fury, still part of the plan. I did see a few of the pictures that were circulating from it.
Gerald Miller reacted emotionally after seeing the accident online. Even though his relationship with AJ has not always been good, this tragedy made him imagine losing his own family, showing how deeply this incident has affected everyone close to Joshua.
Right side passenger, right at the back passenger. So the two on them sides there died. The driver and Anthony survived. But it was said that a tire blew out, but now I'm hearing...
Tyson Fury also spoke out and urged people to stop spreading hate and blame, reminding the public that two real people lost their lives and that compassion is needed more than arguments in moments like this.
They are not your enemies. They are your brothers and sisters under God. We all came from Adam and Eve. In the beginning, everybody on earth. Remember that. Spread love, not hate.
Joe Rogan said fans are still worried about AJ's health and what long-term effects this crash may have on his body and mind, especially after surviving such a violent accident while losing his closest friends.
What happened to him when he survived, right? Like, did he hit his head? Did he hit his neck? Like, what is he okay? Like, is he 100%? Or is he always gonna be a little fucked from that?
Johnny Nelson reflected on the tragedy and said no fight or rivalry is more important than life. He reminded everyone that everything can change in a single moment.
It just makes you realize how valuable life is and how things can change in a heartbeat. So when we talk about fights and we talk about beefs and these things are just nothing when it comes to real life and losing your life. So it was a sad thing to hear, a sad thing to see. God knows how it'll affect those that saw it mentally, emotionally, but you've got to think about these two men were somebody's child, someone's brother, and that's what you've got to think about, those people that have lost their lives.
Pain Game reacted by pointing out that even the strongest fighters are fragile outside the ring. He said AJ suffered shock, internal injuries, and deep mental stress, and rescue teams had to handle him with extreme care.
A car accident there, like, alright, he's lucky enough to still be alive, but fuck me, his body must be going through a lot right there. This is not a man who winces in pain easily, right? He gets punched for a living. And obviously, like, you're supposed to take people out of car accidents like that with great care because you don't want to...
Chop as the adult explained the legal side of the case, revealing that the driver responsible is now facing serious charges in Nigeria, with possible prison time of up to 7 years.
Real image of both of them together. Now, Nigerian police sources has indicated that Adeniyi will be facing some serious felony charges for reckless driving. And I know a lot of you guys are curious, such as I, on, what would be the punishment or the penalty for reckless driving in Nigeria. So I looked it up. And if you are a reckless driver in Nigeria and you cause a fatality on a federal road, that is up to 7.
Joe Rogan later shared a shocking detail, saying that AJ was not wearing a seatbelt and that this strange fact may have actually saved his life, making his survival seem almost miraculous.
I mean,
that's bonkers. Thank God he didn't have a seatbelt on. I never say that. Thank God he didn't have a fucking seatbelt on, because if he did,
there's no way.
He would be dead. Probably, or fucking severely.
Eddie Hearn confirmed that although AJ avoided major physical injuries, the emotional and psychological damage is still very serious, and healing from such loss will take a long time.
Doesn't look like he has any major
injuries is true, and that would be fantastic, and obviously be a very lucky boy if that was the case. But we hope that is the case.
Gareth Davis spoke about AJ's recent career choices, including his fight with Jake Paul, saying that Joshua handled criticism with professionalism, but this crash now reminds everyone how fragile life is for fighters.
Some very interesting and germane points you make there in this moment, Raheem. That I think what I've noticed, that obviously there were a kind of panoply of opinions about him fighting Jake Paul to take it back a week and a half. I mean, I was critical of that fight being signed, first of all, because I worried about the dangers for Jake Paul. He got his jaw broken at the end of the day, and kind of used the scars as a flag in his new moon, delusionally optimistic in his words, as he is about these things. So Anthony Joshua went to America a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, played the role which he needed to play, was very classy throughout.
Finally, Liam Go reflected on the human cost of the tragedy, saying that behind the fame and titles, Anthony Joshua is a man who lost his closest friends, and while he survived, the grief and trauma will stay with him for a long time.
Anthony Joshua injured in car accident. 2 people who I believe were with Anthony Joshua were friends of his have tragically passed away. Before I carry on reading the article, the 2 people who have tragically passed, my condolences is all I can say to their friends and families. We'll definitely offer up some prayers for them.
Joshua's SUV struck the stationary truck. So I just want to give you guys the breaking news. Unfortunately, Anthony Joshua was involved in a car accident in Nigeria. Prayers to Anthony Joshua and his family.